A new note on the history of philosophy by Bertrand Russell, uh, the part dedicated to Rousseau, Jean-Jacques Rousseau. In a ironical way, this is a philosopher who would not be called philosopher today, as Bertrand Russell may explain, but he was a philosophe in the sense that the French used in the 18th century. A man who was loathsome and despicable at the various stages. He fought with Hume, he quarreled with Voltaire, I've read in the intellectuals, a marvelous book, that he abandoned his children. It seems knowing full well that the chances of children left at the door of a sort of an orphanage, children's home with very poor conditions back then, were so small it was like condemning them to death. He is important though, because his ideas have inspired so many, beginning with the French Revolution, where they referred so much to the contrat social, even if again Russell makes a very poignant, interesting point, saying that they didn't really read, it's like with the Bible, they keep invoking it, but they don't know exactly what's in it and the meaning. They don't understand it. Because indeed it is complicated at in various parts, with a sovereign who is not really a sovereign in the sense of a monarch, the general will. Then there's the few models. He refers to the city state, to larger countries, which would be led by a representative aristocracy. But then he seems to prefer, and for larger countries, for even larger countries, big countries like France, he seems to favor a sort of a dictatorship, and hence Hitler descends somehow from Rousseau, as opposed to Churchill and Roosevelt at the time of the leaders of the free world, at the time when Russell was writing this book, who descend from Locke, John Locke, the British philosopher. So he votes for Sparta as opposed to Athens, and then he speaks with in very favorable terms about Geneva, the state where he was born, and he does come to a sort of a fight. He becomes he's banished and has to go to England where Hume is taking him in, if you will, until Rousseau becomes crazy and paranoid, and he abandons Hume.